Hello, I'm Kay Young alongside my co-hosts Aditi Vias and KCG, and we're here at NRG Stadium. It's the home of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, U.S. National Games, the Texas Bowl, and is also the home of your Houston Texans. But tonight it serves the home as our 12 UNOH technicians and crew chiefs and our 12 elite Monster Jam drivers.
Here on Stadium Championship Series Red, we enter round 10.
That's right, rounds 1 through 9 were filled with phenomenal action, and currently leading the pack is Camden Murphy in Bakugan Dragonoid with 244 points. Just 19 points behind him, you'll find Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Holding down third place, 29 points from the top, is Bryce Kenny in Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, and in fourth place is the professor of Monster Jam University, Tom Nentz in Max D, 42 points behind our leader. In today's event, we have 3 different competitions, which means 36 points on the line. That's a lot of ground to either be gained or lost in the series point standings.
Tonight we continue our journey on Stadium Series Red as we continue down the road to World Finals 22, which will be happening in Nashville, Tennessee on July 1st.
So let's get ready as we begin round 10. We're just a few minutes away from the start of Monster Jam Trackside, but first let's take a look at the making of Thunderroarus.
Every year in Monster Jam, we try to give the fans something new. The inspiration of Thunderroarus really started with kind of asking from the fans, right? They've wanted a dyno truck for a long time. We wanted something that was different, something that was our own. So going into this decision to make Thunderroarus, we put a lot of different inspiration into different designs and different styles and looks at dinosaurs across the whole scope of dinosaurs, but we really wanted to incorporate some of the backstory that went into the creation of Thunderroarus. So with the Red Lightning that really went into the creation of this truck in the storyline, and so it started with Thundersaurus. We wanted something that really said dinosaur and metallic dinosaur, so putting the roar in the middle of Thunderroarus made a lot of sense. So once we have a design that everybody's really happy with, it really starts with creating that concept and getting that art design down. Once we have an art design approved, then we put it into a mold. Once the mold is made, then we can really get it out into a life-size form and try to put it on a truck. So once a mold is made and we actually have a body in the shop, then it goes into the decals and the painting. We really wanted something that spoke to the robotic nature of Thunderroarus and what it is, but we also wanted something that popped, right? So we wanted to keep with the metallic, hence the silver gray, and then we wanted something red and orange, very vibrant, to be able to make it stand out. When we were looking at the design of this truck, we wanted something that was different than what's out there. The mouth is a really big important part of that. So during the pit parties, you'll be able to see an actual dinosaur with its mouth open. We wanted some scales, we wanted some spikes. Obviously the teeth are a very important part of Thunderroarus. Everything that goes into making this not just a dinosaur, but a robotic dinosaur, really kind of tie it all together. So selecting the drivers of Thunderroarus was really important. Keith Speller, who manages our driver program, did an amazing job of picking 2 driver athletes that would really come out and really own Thunderroarus. And that was really important to us, to have 2 drivers like Tony and like Colt that would really put their all into the truck. The most rewarding thing with Thunderroarus is really seeing the unveil. Knowing that the fans asked for a dinosaur truck, and we know that kids and adults alike love dinosaurs, we expect this IP and Thunderroarus and more Thunderroaruses after that to be able to grow and be able to help Monster Jam grow into the future.
Never I'm checking the clock. Just got in my zone. You ready to rock? You ready to roll? I'm checking the clock. Just got in my zone.
Houston, welcome to Monster Jam Trackside. I'm Aditi Vyas, and tonight, here at NRG Stadium, 12 Monster Jam superstars are going to compete for the overall event championship as we head down the road to World Finals 22. They are going to compete head-to-head in 3 different competitions: racing, the Great Clip Skills Challenge, and freestyle. Each competitor is going to earn points based on their finish in each of these competitions, as they compete not only for the event championship, as well the series championship. And you, the fans here in NRG Stadium, have the power to help crown our overall event champion. But before we talk about that, let's head back over to the desk and check in with Kay Young and KCG, and they're going to let you know what you can look forward to here at Monster Jam tonight.
That's right. Thank you, Aditi, and welcome to Stadium Championship Series Red. Again, I am Kay Young alongside our pit reporter, KCG. Now, Casey, I'll be giving all the play-by-play action here tonight, but you are going to be giving us some crucial information of what happens behind the scenes and in the back crash area.
That's right, Kay. While the superstars of Monster Jam compete out on the track, our very hard-working UNOH technicians are going to be working hard in the back to make sure that every truck is competition ready. I'm going to be hanging out in the back in the pits, bringing you breaking news as well as some of the biggest moments from tonight's Monster Jam.
And there's definitely going to be some big moments, I have a feeling, right here at NRG Stadium. But I want to talk a little bit about the track and the track issues that maybe our drivers are going to be seeing here throughout other competitions.
Well, as I was talking to the drivers in pit party, a lot of them were saying that the track that they see here today feels completely different than yesterday in Monster Jam racing practice. And a big part of that is because we had hundreds of fans down on the track with us for the Monster Jam pit party, and hundreds of fans means there's a lot of people compacting that dirt. We also had the doors to the tunnel open, and that brought in a lot of cold air. And so the track, to be honest, it's very dry, it's very crumbly, and it kind of feels like concrete down there, which is one, going to make it really slick, and number two, is really hard on the trucks. You think about the trucks getting that big air, and when they land, if the track is really hard, it's difficult on the components of the truck. With all that being said, though, it is a one-and-done weekend. Our drivers don't have to approach the competition conservative. They can literally and figuratively leave everything out there on the track because we have one event, and that's going to mean big, big action for our fans.
It's going to be very exciting to see, and I know you and I both were walking on that pit party floor, and it's going to be exciting to see how they're going to figure out what to do throughout those 3 competitions. But before we get more involved into Monster Jam Trackside, we're going to be right back with more Monster Jam action.
Monster Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the field or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
run super fast, just 10 seconds. All set here.
To the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is.
Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of super glue.
This is Monster Jam, new Ram Champ RC. Now you can bring Monster Jam action indoors. Pull off epic RC stunts. Customize the ramps to change up the tricks. Super soft wheels, turn your house into a Monster Jam arena. Ramp up indoor stunts with the new Monster Jam Ram Champ RC. Out now.
When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We've built the largest injury firm in the world, with offices everywhere: New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Atlanta, Los Angeles. all of Florida, and everywhere in between. We are big because we won a lot. When you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm for the people.
Well, the 2023 Monster Jam season has proven to be one of the best to date so far, with 5 championship series covering the United States right now. However, this weekend is also very special, as Monster Jam kicked off our 2023 International Series earlier today with a sold-out crowd of 30,917 at Friends Arena in Stockholm, Sweden. So let's take a look at the video board from some highlights from that event earlier today.
Today in Stockholm, 8 Monster Jam superstars took to the track to compete for an overall event championship. In Monster Jam racing, the fans in Stockholm saw one of their own, Swedish native Peter Nyman in Earthshaker, take the racing victory against Team Scooby-Doo, Brittany Marcotte. Up next was the skills competition, and the fans at Friends Arena saw Blake Granger piloting Max D, taking the skills win with a score of 8.909. The last competition of the day was Monster Jam Freestyle. Peter Nyman in Earthshaker took the lead and held on until Team Monster Mutt Dalmatian driver Miranda Kozad took the top spot. But it was former World Finals Freestyle champion Charlie Pocken in Megalodon taking the top spot in freestyle. After adding all the points for the event together, it was Peter Nyman in Earthshaker taking the overall event championship.
Well, what a great way, Casey, to kick off the 2023 International Series. That was some amazing action from Stockholm. And you can see up on the video board where we stood in those competitions. Peter Nyman, of course, Earthshaker wins racing. Blake Granger winning the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Max D, Charlie Pocken, and Megalodon took home that freestyle win. And Peter Nyman and Earthshaker grabbed the overall event championship.
Kay, but don't forget that we also have 5 domestic series championships going on right now. And if you folks take a look at the bottom of the video board, you'll be able to keep up with your favorite in the chase for the series championship. Now let's go ahead and take a look at who you're going to be seeing here today in Houston for round 10 on Stadium Championship Series Red.
Our first is Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, currently sitting in 3rd in our series season's points chase, and he was also our overall event champion in round 8 and round 9. Now, of course, we've got our next competitor, and that will be Tom Mintz and Max D, celebrating 20 years of Maximum Destruction as well. So that's going to be a huge anniversary and a happy anniversary to him as well. He's currently sitting in the 4th position here in our points chase. Now, we've got Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune representing for all the ladies, and of course all the men and women in uniform. She's our retired U.S. Army veteran. And of course we cannot forget Camden Murphy, driver of Bakugan Dragonoid, who sits at the top of our series season's points chase, coming into round 10 with 244 points. He was also the racing winner of round 9.
Now Matt Pagliarulo, who drives Jester, has been battling gremlins this year, last in season point standings with 93 points currently, although this is one of the longest seasons that we've seen ever in Monster Jam and has plenty of time to make up some ground. His Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, a phenomenal freestyle last weekend in Tampa, definitely a Freestyle of the Year nominee, but he missed out on some vital points for round 9. I know he's looking to make up some ground here today. Todd LeDuc sitting in the middle of the pack right now in 6th place as far as the season point standings goes. He's just 64 points behind Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. Bryce Kenny, one of the most consistent players on the track this season, been battling in and out of second and third place in the championship standings for the last few weeks. Currently only 29 points behind our leader, Bakugan Dragonoid. Jamie Gardner, it is his first year competing in El Toro Loco. Been bringing the heat, currently sitting in 8th in the season championship, and Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl just 59 points behind our season point leader. He started off the year with a big racing win and has been chasing a freestyle win ever since. Will this be the weekend that he clenches the freestyle victory?
We're going to find out. We also have Mike Christensen, driver of Vendetta. We can't forget about him. He's the owner of Team Throttle Monster, one of the biggest and fastest growing motorsports teams out right now. And of course, his teammate Travis Mowry driving the Rod Ryan show, just getting back from paternity leave. So congratulations to him and his wife, celebrating the birth of their son. So he is back into the action for the first time since returning back from paternity leave. So it's going to be a great lineup that we have here on Stadium Championship Series Red.
My feet go boom, 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 boom. My heart beats boom, 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 boom. High speed goes zoom, 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 zoom. My feet go boom, boom, boom. Walking away from you. That's what I'm gonna do. I got the same old shoes with a new attitude. Why would I sing?
Houston, with all-out racing, big air, and massive stunts, Monster Jam is truly as big as it gets. Be sure to interact with your favorite drivers and maybe even capture your own viral moment on social media. Don't forget to follow us at Monster Jam for all of the latest news and updates on Monster Jam events around the world. And tonight, make sure you use hashtag Monster Jam on all of your posts across TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can have access to over 20 years of Monster Jam content by subscribing to our YouTube channel membership.
Walking away from me. That's what I'm gonna do. I got a new tattoo. Don't know what to tell you. Got nothing left to prove to you. I say, hey, you can't stop me, 'cause my pain, is gasoline. I can't wait, but nobody, if you wait, my heart is 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. Hold on, I'm going, 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 going. There's a big storm, it's coming, 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 coming. Hold on, I'm going, 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 going. There's a big storm, it's coming, 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 coming.
One of the most incredible things about Monster Jam is that you get to enjoy this experience with your friends and family. I'm here with my friend Jaden, and Houston, it sounds like we've got a birthday in the house. Can you tell us how old you're turning?
I'm turning 14.
14 years old, and who did you come here with?
My mom, my dad, and my 2 brothers.
How old are your brothers?
7, 16.
And what is your favorite Monster Jam truck?
The Grave Digger?
Is this your first Monster Jam?
No, ma'am.
How many Monster Jams have you been to before?
3 times.
Wow, in spite of having been here 3 times before, we are so honored that you chose to celebrate your birthday here with us in our Monster Jam family. Now, Houston, I need you to do me a favor. On the count of 3, we want to wish Jaden a happy birthday. So I'm going to count us in, and then we're all going to give a big happy birthday, Jaden, all right? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Jaden!
Your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between. you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees at trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
Doesn't matter if you're on the water,
Driving to work,
Or competing in a sold-out stadium.
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
we wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
We're now joined back up at the desk right now with Bryce Kenny, driver of the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. We've got Tom Mentz driving Max D, and Todd LeDuc driving Megalodon. Welcome each and every one of you. Bryce, I want to start with you. We're going to be entering into round 10. A lot of pressure, but we still have lots more here on Stadium Championship Series Red. You got that first round automatic advancement into round 2. How are you feeling about those matchups that you potentially could see?
Well, I think that every round of racing, of course, is going to come down to that at the end of the season. And so you're right. Anytime we can get that automatic advancement into round 2, that's kind of free points is the way we look at it. And so I really think in round 2, I've got the winner between Tom Mentz and Max D and Kayla Blood in the Soldier Fortune truck, and both of them are lightning fast. And so I've almost got to just forget about who's in the other lane and just continue to try to be fast and hopefully take home that W. We've been good. We've been fast so far, but I think we can be faster.
I want to talk a little bit about our series season's points chase. Currently, you're sitting in third, 215 points to your name. You're 29 points behind our leader. I know it's not something that you're going to be stressing about really early on, but it is something that you're now going to have to keep thinking about. Is there nerves coming in when you're dealing with a series season's points chase?
Absolutely, because you have to pay attention to what someone did in front of you, because you're trying to come out here, and sometimes I think as drivers we let it play too much on our minds because we're trying to think, okay, that person did this move, let me go and try something else. Sometimes that gamble pays off, but sometimes it doesn't as well. So there's that mixture of just trying to shut your mind off, go out there and just put on the best show that you can, put on the best performance that you can, and then also trying to drive smart a little bit. And so I think sometimes I've been guilty of both, and I've gotten bit by both of those mindsets. But tonight, my plan is to shut my mind off. Let my mind do what, get that muscle memory back in there, come out here, and let's take a couple wins tonight.
Maybe even overall, So
yeah, it's about time. My gosh, come on now.
All right, we're going to see if we can get that overall. We wish you nothing but the best of luck. We're going to turn our attention right now to the 14-time World Finals champion, Tom Mentz and Max D. Tom, you have been here so many times within your career, and what a wild start to your season this year. What does it feel like kind of having to climb those ranks, trying to cut that deficit down here for Stadium Championship Series Red?
Well, it's been super tough because we have the best competitors here, top to bottom. These guys are tough every week in and out, and missing all 3 competitions at that first event really put us behind. And we have also another miss, so we've missed 4 competitions this year. And, to us, the secret is be consistent, get in every competition. We've had a lot of trouble this year. We lost a crew chief, we lost a motor. We've had a lot of things that fighting us. But, hopefully Houston is a place that we can repair some of that damage we done. Hopefully we can get out here and prove to these amazing fans here that we got what it takes.
And this is a special and legendary space, not just for Monster Jam, but for you two and Maximum Destruction. It was debuted here in 2003, so we're going to go ahead and turn our attention towards the video board for the debut of Max D.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Monster Truck Champion of the world from Maximum, Tom Mentz and Maximum Destruction!
what is it like to be in this space where you debuted Max D over 2 decades ago and be back here competing, hoping to leave your mark on this space once again?
Well, it really is special, you know. I mean, we've been coming out here for 20 years. That's a lot, you know. To be driving for 20 years is super, super challenging in itself. To have the same, you know, identity and likeness as Max D, it's super cool for me. And to come back here where it all started and to give these amazing Houston fans a show tonight, that's the best yet.
Well, Tom, thank you. I know these fans are so excited to see you attack the track. And Todd, I want to go ahead and turn things over to you. Right now, you're sitting right in the middle of the pack as far as the season point standings goes. And sometimes I think that actually is even more stressful, because if you were to fall behind maybe a spot or two, you're in the bottom half of the points. Can you talk about how being in the middle of the pack is a good thing because you're not far from the top, but it is stressful?
Yeah, a little bit, definitely. You know, we've been on the right stride. We're going upward. We were 9th, 8th, 7th. Now we're 6th. So we're on a momentum swing. And same thing with Tom. We started out a little bit rough in the beginning of the year, and I've just been trying to stay focused on it. You know, I'm very competitive, so I'm used to being near the top, and it's been a struggle. And just seeing that gap between myself and Camden and Bryce and all them are growing, it's a struggle. So I'm just trying to stay focused. I'm trying to have fun, which has been showing a lot of my driving. So like I said, I'm just having an absolute blast. This is my first time here in Houston in Megalodon. The fans have been so accepting and just so warm, and I'm just so excited to put this truck out on the floor and hopefully get some event wins.
Well, I love that you mentioned that this is your first time in this space competing in the Megalodon Monster Jam truck. Is that going to change things at all, and are you looking to kind of make that fan connection out here in Houston?
No, I think when everybody sees, you know, myself hit the track, they're like, okay, what's he going to do next? You know what I mean? I'm very, very off, you know, just all over the place. So I want to keep these fans guessing. Make sure you have your cameras ready. So like I said, we're going to be driving this shark hard. It's going to look like a mix of a shark and a dolphin flying through the air. It's going to be sick.
You folks are in for a big night of action here in Houston, Texas. I want to say thank you so much to the gentlemen up here at the table. Thank you so much to Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Tom Meents, Max D, and Bryce Kinney, Great Clips, Mohawk Warrior.
We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory, for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the whole town cheer. It's the ultimate high for the
Hey Monster Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the field or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
Monster Jam World Finals is coming to Nashville, Tennessee. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be one day of nonstop action. Now, we have 5 Series Seasons championships going on right now simultaneously throughout the country, and the winners of those Series Seasons championships will get an automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 22. It's going to be the biggest pit party you've ever seen, and we're going to be crowning World Finals champions all in one day. You're not going to want to miss it. It's coming July 1st to Nissan Stadium, Nashville, Tennessee. For more information, you can log on to monsterjam.com.
Yes, sir. There's that big air. Racing has been on fire. A photo finish. What you want to see, that's that wow factor.
I only want good vibes around me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you raining on my parade. From the shade, behind your merry way.
Our first competition will be Monster Jam Racing. And Casey, we have some amazing and electrifying head-to-head matchups coming up here. Let's talk a little bit about them.
That's right. We're going to walk you through the bracket. Your first round 1 matchup is going to be Mike Christensen in Vendetta taking on Travis Mowry, who is representing the local hero, the Rod Ryan Show, here today. Yesterday in racing practice, it was Travis Mowry and the Rod Ryan Show that took the win. Will he be able to do it today? The winner of that matchup will head to round 2, where they're going to go head-to-head with Camden Murphy in Bakugan Dragonoid, who has won more racing competitions than any other driver here this year at 3 racing victories. Your second head-to-head matchup is going to be Todd LeDuc in Megalodon taking on Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. In racing practice yesterday, Kraken was unable to finish a racing pass due to electrical issues. He says the truck's running fine here today. We'll see how it fares out there on the track. The winner of that matchup will once again advance to round 2, where they're going to be taking on Cole Vennard in the Black Pearl, who took the first racing victory of the year in Oakland, California.
All right, Casey, and our third head-to-head matchup will be Tom Menz and Max D going up against Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune. Now, this is a first-time meeting for these two in the 2023 season. The winner will advance on, into round 2 to see Bryce Kenny, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, who's currently 15-6, and he comes into round 10 with 2 competition wins in Monster Jam Racing. Keep in mind that Bryce Kenny, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, is currently 2-1 against Max D and 1-1 against Soldier Fortune. And then our last head-to-head matchup in round 1 will be Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco going up against Matt Pagliarulo and Jester. Another first-time meeting for these two as well in the 2023 season, and the winner will advance on to see Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Also keep in mind Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco currently is 1-0 against Gravedigger and Jester and Gravedigger. If they see each other in the second round, that will be a first time meeting for those two this year. Casey, that's going to be a really fun matchups, really great to see these two, and we still have a lot of first-time head-to-head matchups here for this season. So fans, you're in for a treat. Monster Jam Racing is our first competition.
Travis Mowry, the driver of the Rod Ryan Show. We missed you at the last few stops on Championship Series Red, and we heard that you had a beautiful baby boy. Can you tell us what it's like to be a father once again?
You know, being a parent is one of the most amazing things ever. We were blessed with our second child, Braxton, a couple weeks ago. Me and my wife, Kaylin, we're both second-generation drivers, and, we're glad to be able to keep doing this. Hopefully we can keep building a family and keep doing this for generations on, and we can hopefully see our children out there ripping up the track when we decide to step down from driving.
We love family here at Monster Jam because we consider Monster Jam a big family. And while you were unable to compete because you were taking care of your baby, you had a lot of team members, Team Throttle Monsters, step in and take over for you. How did it feel to have their support?
I can't thank everybody at Team Throttle Monster enough for supporting me, giving me the equipment to come out here and do what they do. And then when I need to step away and take care of family matters, they're willing to step up and fill in for me. Jeff Souza and Paul Jensen, they definitely did their best to try to fill in and do the best they can. But, I'm back and I'm super excited. Houston, you guys are awesome. I was here back in October and I had some great success. So you guys need to get loud. I'm ready to get excited. How about you guys?
Monster Jam fans, Bryce Kennedy coming to you from inside Great Clips, getting ready to get this mohawk right. But I need you to get your phones out right now so you don't miss out on a great offer from Great Clips. Scan the QR code to make sure you get $2 off on your next Great Clips haircut. Looks great, feels great. See you guys soon.
Mustang Cat, the Caterpillar equipment and engine dealer for Southeast Texas.
You can't build roads and bridges or do all the construction of Texas without this equipment.
For your power, rental, and construction equipment needs, it's Mustang Cat. MustangCat.com or call 888-NEXT-CAT.
From the world of Bakugan, new Nova Bakugan. Now exploding with light to transform your Bakugan battle. 17 new powerful light-up Bakugan that you can collect. Whoa, super strong light-up Dragonoid. Light up the Bakugan battlefield and crush the competition. Transform and explode with light. Bakugan Rock! New Nova Bakugan and Arena, each sold separately.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We've built the largest injury firm in the world with offices everywhere. New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Atlanta, Los Angeles, all of Florida, and everywhere in between. We are big because we won a lot. When you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm for the people.
He had one of the most phenomenal freestyles that we have seen in 2023 last weekend. It's Nick Pagliarulo of Kraken. And Nick, we're going to go ahead and throw up some highlights up there on the video board from last week's freestyle run in Tampa. I want you to walk us through this because at the end of the run, a phenomenal finish, some wild action out there on the track, but your truck needed a lot of love. Talk to us about what you specifically had to fix to get it back for the competition here today.
So after that round 8, awesome freestyle. We had front axle housing, we had some champagnes, we had 4 shock shafts, we had a 4-link bar, a tie rod, we had a couple cage bars, we had a sway bar and an outer axle shaft. So me and my team went back to the shop here in Florida, and we spent 2 full days working on it nonstop, 24/7, to get that truck back to 110% right here for Houston. We got it done. We're ready to go. We had practice yesterday, had some issues, but you know what? The truck's 100% now. We're ready to turn it up tonight.
I love that you mentioned practice yesterday. You were unable to make a finished race pass out here on the track. I know it was due to electrical issues. Do you think that maybe because of the wild big finish from that freestyle, you might be chasing a couple gremlins?
We think we were that. We found some electrical problems. It was cutting the truck off, so it was dying in the corner every time. So we looked through it. We found an issue with a panel that was broken, and we replaced it in the broken wire that we had towards it, and that kept shutting the truck off. So now we got 100%. We know the truck's dialed and ready to go, and now it's time to take out Tyler Duke in round 1.
I want to talk about how difficult of a decision sometimes it is as a driver. Between last weekend, you had a phenomenal freestyle. That could very well be the freestyle of the year. It's absolutely a nominee. But with that being said, you also missed round 9, which can hurt you as far as the season point standings go. So as a driver, how do you make that kind of decision?
It's very hard because you want to make sure that each event you're putting it out 110%. You're going wild and crazy each and every time you go out on the track. And I think I might have just hit it a little too hard. It happens to the best of us. It was a wild and great one, but yeah, we missed round 9. So all the points we made up in round 8 kind of affected us because we got no points in round 10. So thankfully it's one event here in Houston. We're going to let it all out here on Saturday, and we're going to burn it to the ground for all you Houston fans.
Well, the fans absolutely loved the action, and we have a long way to go here on Stadium Championship Series Red. You're in for a big night of action. Let's put those hands together for Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken.
Well, our first competition, like we said, is Monster Jam Racing. And coming into this competition, Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid currently sit with a 13-6 racing record. And he also has 3 competition wins, followed by Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior coming in with a racing record of 15-6 with 2 competition wins. Right now, Bryce Kenny, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, has the highest win percentage, coming in with 71.43% winning racing average. Now, he also had that automatic advancement into round 2. Let's talk a little bit about the Great Clips Skills Challenge. Now, Adam Anderson comes in with 3 competition wins, as well as Tom Mentz, driver of Max D. Both share 3 competition wins coming in to round 10 tonight. The highest average score, though, belongs to Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. You fans, of course, will be scoring using judgeszone.com, and all of our fans so far collectively throughout our 9 rounds have scored on an average 8.496 for Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid as they come in to tonight's competitions. Let's talk a little bit about Monster Jam Freestyle. Monster Jam Freestyle has been proven to see some big air and wow moments, just like we just saw with Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. Adam Anderson currently comes in with 3 competition wins heading into tonight's event and an average score with an 8.999. That's what you fans on average have been scoring across the country throughout our Stadium Championship Series Red. Well, that just gives you a little overview of what you're going to expect here from some of our drivers. It gives you some statistics as well coming in to round 10.
As we continue getting ready for tonight's competitions, it is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spin Master. Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Our first competition is Monster Jam Racing. We will start with both Monster Jam trucks staged and ready at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green, and our drivers will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track where the race will be won in the turns. That's where the skill, seat time, and precision of our drivers will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the turn in a smooth wide drift, never taking their foot off the gas, or they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up, it's the Great Clips Skills Challenge, where our superstars can either make 2 attempts at a 2-wheel maneuver or hit an awe-inspiring Monster Jam donut, in which Zombies Bari Musauer holds the Guinness World Record. Tonight's final competition is freestyle. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete to earn the highest fan score at judgeszone.com by performing the most dynamic freestyle run consisting of big air, momentum, and wow moments. One of the wow moments you might see is a backflip.
Our drivers have perfected the backflip ramp as they line up their Monster Jam truck at the right angle, accelerating at nearly full throttle, and begin pumping the brakes as the truck defies gravity off of the ramp, ending with an astonishing bounce on its BKT tires. This has been TrackX, brought to you by Spin Master.
One of the best parts about Monster Jam is that you, the fans, have the power to help crown our overall event champion. With all of the scores that have been cast worldwide, Monster Jam fans have scored over 8 million times. And here's how it works. Just like my friends here in section 126, you're going to pull out your phones when a driver completes their run and head to judgeszone.com. You're going to once again go to judgeszone.com and enter the code HOU. And then you're going to slide that BKT tire up and down to your desired score and hit submit. So Houston, why don't we all take out our phones and give it a go. So head to judgeszone.com, enter the code HOU. Now why don't you pick your favorite number between 1 and 10, and you only have 20 seconds, so get that score in fast. All right, let's see how you did. A 7.188. That's not bad, but don't forget when you're scoring after the Great Clip Skills Challenge and Freestyle, you are going to have to make sure that you're scoring fairly and accurately.
Tell no lies, I ain't gonna apologize. You can see just where I stand, you know exactly who I am. Taking everything I want.
Well, for the last time tonight, I want to bring back my co-hosts Aditi Vias and KCG as we're going to get set to see what they think about coming in to round 10, what their thoughts are. Aditi, I want to start with you. First of all, welcome to Stadium Championship Series Red. You're filling in for our co-host Aiden AD, and I know you've been able to witness and meet all of our drivers. So who do you think is going to come away with our overall event winner?
Thank you for the warm welcome. I mean, the energy in Houston has been electric. The fans are so excited. And, you know, I can really feel that as I'm making my prediction, because I'm going to go for Camden Murphy, the driver of Bakugan Dragonoid, because he has been so excited to leave it here on the dirt tonight. Last weekend in Tampa, while he didn't take the overall event championship, he did win skills and he did win in freestyle. And I think today he's going to come into racing. And, you know, he does always say that the biggest competition he has is himself. But because he didn't win racing last weekend, I know he's going to go out there and get all of his competitors.
Aditi, thank you. That was some great insight. Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid go to Aditi. But let's take it down to the track to KCG. Casey, what are your thoughts on who might come away with that overall event championship tonight?
Tonight, I think there is one driver that's going to come out on top, and it's the professor of Monster Jam University, Tom Mentz, in Max D. Let's not forget that he started out the season completely missing all 3 competitions in round 1 due to a blown engine. Ever since then, he's been climbing his way towards the top. He's only 49 points from the top right now, which means he's within grasping distance of the lead here in the season point series. And this space is legendary when it comes to Max D. This is where he debuted Max D in 2003, 20 years ago, 2 decades ago. He knows this space very, very well. He's been here several times in his career. The fans know Tom. I think they're going to be behind him, and I think he is going to own this building here tonight.
Well, thank you, Casey, for that as well. Tom Mentz and Max D, Casey's choice here for the overall event championship in round 10. And I'm going to pick myself Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. I know I've just rattled off a lot of stats here before we brought in my two co-hosts, but Bryce Kenny, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, has been just points away from grabbing an overall event championship. I think he's going to do it here tonight. Of course, he's won racing. He's done really well in the skills challenge and of course, Monster Jam freestyle. So I think today might be the night for him. So I'm going to go with Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Ladies, I appreciate all of your insight and all of the stats that you've provided. This is all something that our Houston fans here tonight are going to have to think about as they see all three competitions coming up in just a little bit. But that will do it for Monster Jam Trackside. You're in for an incredible night of action here with Stadium Championship Series Red. Once again, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to NRG Stadium and welcome you to Monster Jam.
Go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go hit, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I didn't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go hit, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me?
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go hit, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
I'm checking my vital signs on my battle lines, going to war again. Feeling the rhythm inside of my chest, all I need is just a pen. I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this. Don't care for the critics, my words are like physics, a force that they can't stop. They just don't get it, I think they forget I'm not done till I'm on top. I know I was born for this.
Truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation on earth and celebrate its strengths, freedom, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America.
But I got three favorite colors, not just one, not just two. I got three favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA,
truck, every boot and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. My favorite road is red dirt. Yeah, I love my big sky blue. I paint my picket fences white, and I got me a front porch view of a flag out in the front yard. Just a
presenting your colors is the Houston Fire Department Honor Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, here to sing our national anthem, please welcome national recording artist Tab Kochia.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Houston!
Not just one, not just two. I got 3 favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. And they say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. My favorite road is red dirt. Yeah, I love my big sky blue. I paint my picket fences white, and I got me a
Houston, get loud! I want to hear you say it with me. This is Monster Jam! Representing 94.5 FM, The Buzz, it's Travis Mowry, The Rod Ryan Show. Celebrating 20 years of maximum destruction, this is Tom Mintz, Max D. NRG Stadium, are you ready for Monster Jam?